Hey you guys, welcome to our Monday night live broadcast. Tonight we are going to be talking about becoming the expert. And I see this a lot in a lot of these forums that are discussing things like intermittent fasting. So we're going to kind of talk about that in regards to what we all gather here for, and that is intermittent fasting. And I'm going to, if you don't mind, I'm going to kind of straighten out this camera angle here so it's not all crooked. There, that's a little better. Okay, so we are going to talk about being careful about being the expert. If you are new to us here, welcome. My name is Diane Parham, and for the past 25 years, I have been helping women find nutritional plans and fitness programs to help them look and feel their best and live their most authentic life. And that is what we are doing here on this forum with YouTube and Facebook. We are and have created an amazing community of women who, for the most part, are aging and are looking to find a solution to some of the issues that come along as we start to age as women. And we are doing that here with intermittent fasting. The one thing that I do highly recommend when you're either experimenting by kind of hanging out here and watching some of these videos that we do, or if you've jumped into one of my online courses, is that you take the time to figure things out for yourself. If you are doing that due diligence and you're putting in the work to figure out how your own body systems work and how it is that your body is responding to some nutrition and some physiological changes that are going on and some hormonal changes that are going on, then the only thing that you can really be an expert at is you. And it's really hard to be an expert at another woman or a struggle that another woman might be going through, or give even expert advice on anything because you really don't have that right or responsibility. And oftentimes you'll even hear me say here, when someone asks me a question about something, my response is typically, I don't know, you have to give it a try. Because yes, there are some general guidelines that go with something like intermittent fasting. And you know, probably the biggest one is just make sure that if you're fasting, you're in a truly fasted state. Other than that, it's pretty open to you having an opportunity to figure out what works for you. And I have seen some pretty intense cat fights in some of these online forums that are going on either Facebook or in some of these even websites with comments and stuff of women kind of calling each other out and saying that one woman is doing something wrong and you can only do it this one way, and if you're doing it this way it's wrong, and you're not supposed to do this and you're not supposed to do that. And we really don't have that right, because every woman has their own story and every woman has their own journey, and I don't really have the right or permission to even tell anyone what they're doing is right or wrong, outside of, if you want to be in a fasted state, then you really need to put your body in an opportunity where it can be truly fasted. It's not my right to tell you what to eat. It's not my right to tell you when to eat. It's not my right even to tell you how to break your fast. That is something that if you really want to heal your body, which is my primary reason for doing what I'm doing, and my primary concern when someone joins one of my online courses, is that when you come into my course, the way you're feeling and some things that you're struggling with will be completely different when you exit my course. And it's all because you, as your own woman, are going to take the time to figure out what works best for you. I can give you some guidance and I can give you some advice, but in no way will I ever point my finger at you and tell you that you are just absolutely dead wrong with the choices that you're making. And to take it even just a step further, if you are a woman who's seeking some advice, be very weary of someone who is going to be that way with you and sort of point their finger at you and tell you it's this way or the highway, because it's just not true. You have a right to take the time to do some experimenting, and you should be researching, and you should be investigating, and you should be trial and erroring until you figure out the system that works best for you. So be very careful about following someone else's plan. And this kind of goes back to that whole diet philosophy and following a diet plan. Generally, when you're following a diet plan, you're following someone else's this way or the highway plan. And there's very little wiggle room for you to sort of build in what works for you. And so with what we are doing here in this community is allowing you and affording you the opportunity to be your own expert and not be the expert for many. And I really, really try to focus on that myself in saying, hey, this is what I did. Give it a try. If it doesn't work, let's tweak it a little bit. But by no means should you be following a cookie cutter plan for anything. Figure out what works best for you and then be your own expert. And if you're in a forum or you're in a place where there's very strict rules of how you're supposed to be doing things and it's their way or the highway, I highly recommend getting out of that type of group because it won't allow you the opportunity to do the experimenting that you really need to do and deserve to do to figure out what formula is going to work best for you. And your body's signs and signals back to you will be the only indication that whether you're doing something correctly or whether you're doing something that your body isn't happy with, your body is going to tell you that, and you're the only one that can figure that out for yourself. So be wary of becoming an expert outside of your own personal realm of responsibility for you and your body and your body systems. And then always, raise that red flag when you feel like someone's trying to be overly expertly with you as well. They really don't have that right to do that. And I always say be very careful of that because it could end up going down a path that might make you lead in a direction or result that you're not going to be completely happy with. And then you feel like you're wasting your time. And oftentimes that can kind of cheat you out of an experience which could actually be amazing for you or an experience that you're really needing. But if you don't get to actually create it and live it out for yourself, then you might end up being cheated and disappointed. So be your own expert and then kind of keep that expertise close at hand. Offer some support, offer some advice, but really allow people to figure things out for themselves the way you probably did that for yourself. Okay, so I am going to go over here and I'll welcome my YouTube people first, if you guys don't mind, and then I'll go over to to Facebook. Good evening. Brown Eyes is here as usual. Welcome. She's always the first one. Good for you, girlfriend. Let's see. Crystal, hello from Michigan. Lisa is here. Kathleen, hello. Brenda from Oregon, hello. Dominique, hello. Hello from Texas. Lisa is actually right across the street. She could actually come over and say hello to you guys. Spicy Dog, hello from Pennsylvania. Randy, hello from Baltimore. Hi everyone from the May Group and now alumni. IF is going very well. Good job. Marlise. Sharon, hello from California. Christian, watching from Garden Grove, California. Wow, that's kind of our old stomping grounds. Kelly from Denver, from New Zealand. We've got Sarah. Quan Yin, I think, from the Philippines. Hello, July, an alumni class. It's Quinn Yin, I think, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see. Lisa, hello. A. Sims, hello. I, too, was in the Air Force. Awesome. Thank you for your service. Love what you were doing for mature women like myself. Fasting has saved my life. Awesome. That's so great to hear. Carrie, one size does not fit all. Glad you encouraged us to learn to listen to our body. Made all the difference in my IF. Congratulations. Carrie, you are doing phenomenal. Carrie has an amazing transformation. Hopefully we're going to share that soon. Elizabeth, hello. Austin, Texas in the house. Alana, hello. And Janny, I think it is. Hello. Okay, let me come over here to Facebook. Do you guys have any comments or questions? Have you personally experienced someone trying to be the expert for you? If you have, leave that in the comment and maybe we can kind of bring that up a little bit in our discussion as well. Darla's here. Kara's here. Janet, good evening from Nevada. Yvonne, girlfriend, how are you? I miss seeing you around, Yvonne. Hopefully your job is going well and that you're back in school. Terry from Missouri. Darla from Washington. Vicky from Queensland. Australia, right? I think. Andrea Baker's in the house. My husband's here. Amelia, good evening from Rhode Island. Good evening. Rita from North Carolina. Anne is here. Anne, haven't seen you in a while either. Andrea, I usually tell them what my story is, but that isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. You have to find what works for you. Awesome. And that's what I say. Share your story and then say, hey, give it a try and see if it works for you. But by no means do we need to be this kind of woman. We don't want to be that one. Well, except to our husbands. We can be that kind of woman to our husbands, but not to other women. Ingrid, hello. Rita, I'm down 2 more pounds. Awesome. I'm so excited. Tomorrow I'm getting blood work. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Can't wait to see how my cholesterol is. Praying all is better than ever. Okay, so we're creating this amazing community of women who are so excited to get blood work done. I think that's amazing that you can actually kind of turn the tides a little bit on going to the doctor and be like, yeah, I'm here for my checkup. I can't wait to see my results, as opposed to like dreading going to the doctor and dreading getting your blood work done. I fear it's going to be bad. Like, I have had so many people approach me, and I met up with my girl Jean at the spin class yesterday, and she said she just had blood work done too, and she's super excited to get her results. So I love that we've kind of changed the tune and the tone of going and getting our blood drawn at the doctor's office and getting our blood results back, and we're actually celebrating the results. So congratulations, you guys. I'm absolutely loving it. Christine from Chicago, 1 week in the course. Oh, you're just getting started. Tina, awesome. Belle, hello. Darla, you agree? Yes, you have to be that way. Diane, hi. Keep up the great work. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Diane. Jessica, I hate my new schedule. I always miss your live. I always have to go back and listen. That's okay, Jessica. Just catch them when you can. Thanks for checking in. Michael's here. Stacy, hello. Joy is here. Amy from Japan, thanks for joining us. Amy, Becky, hello from Nebraska, starting my 2nd week. So Becky, how was the first week? Rita, back from the beach 3 days with girlfriends. It was amazing. Thank you for all that you do. Getting us back on track. IF was the only way for me. Awesome. Rita, how was it with your girlfriends? Did you feel like you were in control at a girls' weekend at the beach? Cheryl from Ontario, Canada, welcome. Looking forward to the call tomorrow. Yes, Susan, me too. Debbie, talk the talk. That's right, girlfriend. Janet from Houston. Hey, girl, how are you doing down in Houston? Lori Lewis. Hi from Portland. So thankful for your coaching. Oh, you're welcome, Lori. Angela. August 12th group. Sore and popping joints. Possibly need collagen. Making a doctor's appointment. Other than this, IF going well. Down 8 pounds. Awesome. Angela, email me about the collagen that I use, and I'll share it with you. Susan, I'm so glad you're addressing this. I'm kind of been frustrating for me on the new students page, just because we have watched all the videos doesn't make us an expert. Anyone? Yeah, exactly. And we really try to advise if you're in the current students group, that if you've already been through the course or you're kind of ahead of everyone else, don't offer advice. I think everyone should have an opportunity to have their own journey and their own experiences and not get kind of tipped off about what's coming next. So we really try to police that. We really ask the students in the course, don't give away any future information, because it's amazing when you can experience it on your own time. Yvonne, I'm loving the trial and error journey. Wouldn't trade it for anything. I'm maintenance mode now. I'm doing well. Oh, awesome. Good. Lisa from New Mexico. Love watching you. Oh, good. Debbie, what are you talking about? You have to go back to the beginning. Tina, yes, I have had that experience, especially when it comes to healthcare. Everyone's different. Yes, that's so true. Janet, I had a friend who tried to get me on the right path. We are no longer friends. Everything was too far out for me. Yeah, sometimes that's a big test for friendships too. That's where you can kind of tell who your true friends are and who ends up just sort of being acquaintances that kind of end up dying off. And I know sometimes that can be a painful experience. I've gone through that myself. But what ends up happening when you kind of clear out some of those toxic friendships is you open yourself up for time and energy for new friendships with some like-minded people. So I always say that it's a pretty good thing. We're going to talk about that in our self-care challenge probably next week as well. Someone played expert on me today. Oh, Yvonne, I know you put them in their place, girlfriend. I'm not worried about that. Cheryl, how long is the course? 30 days. Christina from Michigan. Today is my first day of the course. 16-hour fast. It went very well. Awesome. Hopefully you're using some of the tools we shared with you. Miss Tracy from Calgary. I have been MIA for a while. I'm just catching up and missing your live feeds. Oh, you can go back and catch them either here on Facebook or you can catch them on YouTube. I just ordered it from Amazon, arriving Wednesday. Awesome. Give it a good 2 to 3 weeks and see how you're doing, Angela. I was in control. I had my Topo Chico on the beach, not beer. I even had them do a meditation video with me. Oh, awesome. Rita, way to share that. Good deal. Topo Chico's on the beach sounds absolutely perfect. Denise, I've tried fasting this week. How long before I see weight loss? I don't know, Desiree. Weight loss comes when your hormones are balanced out. Everyone's different. Again, we're, not being the expert here. You really have to concentrate on healing your body and don't focus on losing weight is what I always suggest. Lisa, Kansas in the house. What do you think about juice cleanses? I personally don't suggest them. I say if you've never experienced one, it might be worth it. I just don't. I think they're too hard on your system. You don't need to go that intense. You can eat food and fast and be fine. Marina from Michigan. I'm from August 1st group and alumni. I've never felt like I've wasted my time with your IF course. I actually stepped on the scale and I've lost 10 pounds. Marina, congratulations. And I'm glad you're not wasting your time. That's awesome to hear. Thank you. Just finished my second week of IF and I'm really struggling. The first week seemed easier. I need inspiration to carry on. Any advice for a sister in need? Jazz, are you in our course? If you're in our course, then I would say reach out in the course and you'll get all kinds of support. If you're not in our course, it's kind of hard to support you because I don't know where you would be struggling because you're on a different path. So let me know if you're in our course. Desiree from Alabama, Colorado Springs, Western Canada. Susan, hello. Janie, hello. Elena, hello. Austin, okay, I think I got all those. Awesome. Is there water weight loss in the beginning before the day loss? I think you mean before the fat loss. Yeah, of course there is. That's the weight you want to lose. We are searching to get rid of water weight. Water weight is also inflammation, and that is what's surrounding our joints and all of our organs and is what eventually makes us super sick. So you want to get rid of the water weight. I always say celebrate the water weight. Don't discount it as, oh, it was just water weight. You want it to leave your body. So you want to get rid of that water weight, and it should be pretty swift and it should be significant. And you'll notice that the most. Oftentimes you notice water weight too by a feeling before you ever feel or before you ever see the number on the scale. So that's why I always advise not getting on a scale. You want to go by how your body is feeling. If it's feeling thinner and your clothes are fitting better, then you've lost weight. It doesn't matter when that shows up on the scale or not. You have to trust the signs and signals your body is sending you. And if you trust the signs and signals when you don't feel thin and you feel bloated, then you also have to trust the signs and signals when you feel thin and you feel like you're losing that weight and you're not as bloated. So make sure that you're connected to those feelings so you can trust them. Let's see, Stacy, I cannot find Topo Chico. I really like that one. I know it's always in weird places too in stores. So maybe check different sections or go to a store manager or the customer service department and ask. And what we've been doing at our local Walmart, and we just did this last week, we ordered 12 cases of our Mountain Valley water. And we did 6 of the flat and 6 of the sparkling. We took an order for the neighborhood. And then we just delivered cases of water around the neighborhood to all of our friends who are like-minded and like to drink the water as well. And so we just do that once every few months. We'll make a big order with the beverage manager at our local Costco. He orders as many cases as we need, and then we just go around and deliver them to our friends. So see if maybe your local grocery store can order it for you. Most of them are pretty cool about that. Okay, cool. Any more questions about being the expert? Let's see, Jazz. Thanks, Diane. I'm not on your course, unfortunately, but your videos inspired me to start IF. Okay, yeah, so I would say the struggle is probably just from not knowing those little tweaks and stuff. I would just say keep playing around with it. Birdie, why do some people say women should not IF more than once a week? I don't know, but they are not giving you accurate information or not fairly explaining the benefits of IF. I think a lot of times the people who say that are men, and they don't really understand the benefits that we get from hormones, or they're talking to a certain group of women. So women who are trying to conceive or might be in the childbearing years maybe might not want to fast. I don't know. I was doing some pretty intense stuff with my nutrition when I was having fertility issues, and what I was doing ended up allowing me to become pregnant when nothing else worked. So if your hormones are out of balance, they're out of balance, and you got to do what you got to do to get them in, and IF seems to be that thing that's working. So I would say be careful again of those experts who are speaking to a general class or group of people. I don't think that that's fair to say that, because then women believe that, and then we're being cheated out of the healing benefits of what intermittent fasting can do for us. And I just don't think that that is fair. So continue to do your research and maybe not follow people who are so streamlined to saying it's black or white, because that's not true. It's not black or white. There's lots of different underlying circumstances that would make it very beneficial for women to fast, and maybe there's some circumstances that it's not so beneficial. But you're the only one that should be able to determine that for yourself based on what your desires are for healing your body. And if you understand the true benefits of what fasting can do to heal a body, female or male, then you should be able to exercise that right to heal yourself. That's the problem. I have the scale. I'm addicted to it. I got to get on it every day. Brenda, so then you're going to continue to have those struggles until you make a different decision for yourself. Why do people say women, okay, I already did that one. I have pre-IF blood work done. How long before I go to make a comparison? I would say probably 3 months. 3 months of continuous, fasting continuously or consistently, I guess is the more appropriate word. 3 months is probably about a good enough time for you to really feel like you're fat adaptive and you're noticing some good changes in your body. And I say 3 months just so that you have something very concrete and it's not just sort of a whim thing, that it's pretty solid and it'll probably stick with you by that point. Let's see, any other questions we have here? I've been doing, after my first week, I'm finally wearing a summer dress today that I bought 6 months ago and showed my tummy too much. 6 months. Oh, so 6 months ago it showed too much of bloated stomach. Well, Romy, congratulations. And wear that thing, hurry before winter kicks in and you can't wear it anymore. So wear the heck out of that thing. I've been doing 16/8 IF for the past week and feeling great. Awesome, Gina. South Africa, welcome. Thanks for joining us, Milani, I think it is. Yvonne, I'm so glad IF is beneficial for me. Yvonne, yeah, you're textbook girlfriend. Amelia, so excited to be part of your program. Awesome. People often associate IF with starvation, which we know is so untrue. Okay, yeah, okay, more the actual starvation mode of nutrition and the diet world is eating really tiny meals 6 times a day. You're constantly in starvation mode when you're eating 6 times a day, super small meals. The best thing that you can do is be in a truly fasted state for X amount of time, whatever time you determine is best for you, and then feast well. That is not starvation mode. So people have just been duped by the diet world. It's okay, they'll come around. Mary, August 26th group, learned so much, and in my 3rd week, now IF is starting to feel like a normal routine. Yeah, there you go. Lifestyle. Congratulations. Tina, is there water? Okay, I already did all that. Okay, cool. Okay, so those of you who are interested in joining our next course, we start on Saturday, every Saturday. There's a link in the comments on both pages. You can go ahead and click that and just get registered or get on our email list so we'll notify you when we have another class. We've had a great response every week, so you can jump on the bandwagon, and usually by the end of the first week, people are noticing results. Or if you've been fasting and you haven't been getting the results that you think you should be getting, usually by the first week, that all gets changed around and you're starting to notice some pretty great results. Sophia, loving IF and what it's doing for me. I turned my boyfriend onto it, and he loves it as well. That's the best. Congratulations. Rafi from Brazil, welcome. Okay, cool. So I'm going to jump off of here. Be careful, ladies. Avoid the experts and don't be the expert. It is not something that's attractive, and you could end up steering someone off on a path that they deserve to be somewhere else on another path, and then avoid the people who are being the experts to you, because they could also lead you down a path that you don't deserve to be on. You should have the right to make decisions for yourself. I say this all the time. I don't know any other way to say this, so sorry if this is offensive, but we're grown-ass women. We should be able to figure out what food makes us look and feel our best and live our most authentic life. Stop listening to other people telling you what you should and shouldn't do with your own body. Learn to listen to those signs and signals, and then create a lifestyle that's best for you. And then don't try to shove that down someone else's throat, because then you've become that ugly expert that we're trying to avoid ourselves. So I will catch you guys again tomorrow night. Tuesday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you're catching it on the rebroadcast, please feel free to leave me a message. I come back and review the messages, and I will leave a comment for you or answer a question that you might have. And if you're interested in joining our next course, registration is open until Friday at 3 p.m. We cut it off at 3 p.m. If you happen to register after our cutoff, then you'll just be in the next Saturday course. No big deal. Every Saturday we have a new course. And then our alumni course starts September 30th. If you haven't done so yet, you can also jump on Instagram with us, where we're doing our September self-care challenge. Every day I go live on Instagram and give you guys a tip or a suggestion of some things that we can do to take care of ourselves in the month of September. So I'd love to have you guys over there as well. So have a super night tonight, you guys, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow.